Okay, so we have this inequality. Basically, we have two expressions that say they're not equal to each other. We have negative 3p minus 7 is less than p plus 9. And we're going to solve for p. Basically meaning we're going to solve for the value that p can't be for this to be true. Or it has to be less than or greater than for this to be true. I'll show you. So let's isolate p to this side. And let's remove p from here, minus p and minus p. And what we'll get right here is negative 3p minus p would be negative 4p minus 7 is less than 9. Keep this right here. Okay, now let's remove this 7 from this side by adding 7 right here and adding 7 to this side. Okay, so we'll have left 4p is less than 9 plus 7 is 16. And then we can divide both sides by negative 4. But mind you, whenever we're dealing with inequalities like this, anytime you multiply or divide by a negative number to both sides, you have to switch the inequality sign. You have to switch it to point the other direction. So what we'll get here is that we'll get p is greater than, and 16 divided by negative 4 is negative 4. That's what we'll get at the very end. And what this is basically saying is that for this statement to be true, that negative 3p minus 7 is less than p plus 9, p has to be greater than negative 4. That's what this is saying for this statement to be true. So if we try this, let's say, negative 3, if we were to replace p in this equation with negative 3, we could have 3, or negative 3 times negative 3 minus 7 is less than p, or negative 3, plus 9. Well, negative 3 times negative 3 is 9, and this is minus 7 is less than negative 3 plus 9 is 6. So 9 minus 7 is equal to 2. So this is true. This holds true. Now, what if I were to choose negative 4 instead of negative 3? Well, if I were to choose negative 4, remember this says it has to be greater than negative 4 for this statement to be true. So if I choose negative 4 and I say negative 3 times negative 4 minus 7 is less than p plus 9. If I were to choose this statement, negative 3 times negative 4 is 12. Oops, that was about right. Negative 12. 12 minus 7 is less than negative 4 plus 9. Well, 12 minus 7 is 5. And negative 4 plus 9 is 5. So this is also wrong. 5 isn't less than 5. They're equal to each other. So whenever I choose negative 4, I actually get an equivalent statement. So if 4 were to be negative 4 actually solves this solves for p if we were saying 3p minus 7 is equal to p plus 9. Then 4 would be true. We would write p would have to equal negative 4. But if I choose, but we weren't solving for that, we were solving for what number, or where does p have to be, less than or greater than negative 4 for this statement to be true. And if we choose positive, if we choose negative 5, we replace this negative 3, negative 3 times negative 5 minus 7 is less than negative 5 plus 9. This would be 15 minus 7, then negative 5 plus 9 is is 4. And 15 minus 7 is 8. So that's clearly not true. That's not true. So yes, inequality solved. Stay in school.